Fantasy Football Sniper coming at you. Check out the description for a link to a free document that can help you. It'll give you all the notes, prepare for your draft day. And I wanted to check out the big headline that came out just a couple hours ago this morning on Melvin Gordon. This is huge. So Melvin Gordon, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's about the sixth running back coming off the board. Pretty well established for ADP. And Melvin Gordon, for fans of Melvin Gordon, his biggest thing is safety, right? He's never going to get you 25 touchdowns and 2,200 yards, but he is going to give you, when he's playing, hopefully when he's healthy, he's going to give you solid production. There's always going to be a top 12 running back, top 8 running back. Never a number one, I don't think, but really solid, conservative, safe choice. Well, today's news throws all that out into the garbage, right? Melvin said he's going to hold out, and he wants more money, or he wants to get traded. Either scenario, best case scenario is they just get him a contract and he gets in there playing right away. But if he holds up for any amount of time, if he comes back disgruntled, if he gets traded a couple games into the season, all these things kind of make him all of a sudden not so safe, right? Because instead of taking Melvin Gordon, and if you're on the fence, all of a sudden maybe that makes it a slam dunk. For me, it does, especially half point per reception or a point per reception. DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, even Michael Thomas or Juju, if you're a Julio fan. I mean, those top flight wideouts are going to be sitting there in the 6th spot, 6, 7, 8, 9, wherever Melvin Gordon may go for your drafts. I'm actually pretty high on Le'Veon Bell as well. Todd Gurley is saying he's not hurt. I'm not sure if I'm buying that. Everyone's optimistic about not being hurt. But Melvin Gordon, his whole attraction was safety. And that's what we want in the first round. Those first 6 picks, you want someone who is not going to embarrass you and fall on their face. And right now, I'm really concerned about Melvin Gordon. Any amount of holdout, it seems like anyone who holds out for any amount of time, training camp, a few games into the season, anything like that, really all of a sudden they're the same kind of player that start pulling hamstrings and just have these nagging injuries and just really have a hard time getting off the schneid. The only time I could ever remember, just off the top of my head, of someone not doing that, I think Emmitt Smith held out for 2 games or 4 games one year. This goes back like 30 years. And he came back super strong, and the Cowboys won that year, I believe. That's the only time I can really remember someone holding out, missing a few games, squabbling about money, coming in and just tearing it up. Because usually it results in less work time, pulled hamstrings, all that stuff. So I'm updating the notes, putting Melvin in red. I don't want any parts of him. I love the first 5 running backs. I like Le'Veon Bell. But somewhere towards, even in the bottom half of that top tier, I really like Hopkins and Adams, like a whole lot. I would totally jump all over either of those ahead of Melvin Gordon. So if you're a running back fanatic, your league is points per reception, you really need to take a look. And it's really having confidence in yourself later on and knowing that you can get a solid running back later on in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all the way up through, I think, actually the 8th and 9th rounds. You can find solid running backs that can help you. I think Deontay Foreman is someone who's really late that can help you. Adrian Peterson, September help for sure. He's going to help you. Now Eckler, this is interesting. So Eckler is a guy, and I had to look this up. I had Eckler. He looked so awesome. Let me pull up his game stats. So you think, oh, well, if Gordon's not in, Eckler's pretty electric and dynamic, right? He's an amazing player. If you look at the highlights and you look at the stats, you think you just plug in Eckler, right? And when you look at it, he was in part-time duty, 7 yards a carry, 11 yards a carry, a lot of catches. I mean, he was just tearing up in part-time duty behind, this is last year, backing up Melvin Gordon. But 13, 14, and 15 is where Melvin Gordon did not play due to injury. Look at this. And I started him on these games. I was so excited. He was coming off 7 yards a carry, 7 yards, 6 yards, almost 5 yards. 10 catches. Oh my gosh. I was so pumped at Pittsburgh, and this is what he came up with. 13 for 21, 1.6. 22 yards catching. The next week, Cincinnati, 4.5 yards a carry. Not bad, not that exciting though. And then he got hurt. So I really have serious questions at his style of play. If I don't think you're just going to plug in Eckler. He appears to have more talent when you watch the two of them play. He's so electric, but I don't think he can hold up, and I don't think he's the kind of guy that's getting 20 touches and continuing. You just can't extrapolate his limited production and just prorate that out and think you're going to get a top running back. I don't think that's happening. So then he got hurt. Let's take a look at Justin Jackson, the next guy. So week 15, he got his call, right? 16 for 58, so he got plenty of opportunities. But this is about as pedestrian as he can get, 3.6 yards a carry. He got a touchdown. He's going to be worth starting, but he's going to be on the bottom tier. So the way I'm looking at this is Melvin Gordon goes down. I'm not really even bumping up Eckler on my sheet at all. Maybe I bump up Justin Jackson a bit. I'm going to put a question mark next to him. Let's see. I might bump him up a little bit. Might green light him just a tad. But I actually like Eckler a lot better if Melvin Gordon is playing and Eckler is getting 10 to 15 touches and he's able to be electric in a part-time role. If they're asking him to do more, I actually think that works against Eckler. So where it does help is the passing game. Phillip Rivers is definitely going to have to pass it up a bunch. So that definitely is going to help Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Hunter Henry, Phillip Rivers. So this Melvin Gordon situation, ironically, does not help the other running backs. I think it helps the passing game. I think that's what you need to look at in terms of draft day. Until we can get more information, but every week that goes by, these kinds of things can get sticky. Hopefully, they can get this squared away. But the fact that he's going public right now does not bode well for a quick and fast resolution here. Quick look around. JJ on recent news. JJ Whiteside on the Eagles. They're pumping him up. I don't know. I think we can put any stock into this. This is just what teams do for young players. They're trying to, or any player they're trying to push. Just trying to pump them up a little bit. Forget about Matt Collins. Forget about this guy Sims for now. Raiders signed Jacobs. That was really odd. How was he not signing a contract in 2019? These are usually never a conflict. That's really bizarre, but that's solved. Todd Gurley said he's fine. I'm not sure where I stand on Todd Gurley right now. I think I'm kind of skipping him, but the more he slips, there is a point where you have to roll the dice on him, right? But where he is now, I kind of like Juju and Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb and people like that. So I'm not really taking him where he's going now, but we'll see how things develop. I don't think he's going to play much though. But Henderson, if he looks good or looks poorly, that's going to affect what we think about Gurley. So we'll see where that heads. Garoppolo's good to go. And the Chiefs want Damian Williams to be the go-to guy. We'll see. That sounds like they're trying to pump him up. And that is definitely I'm interested in Carlos Hyde just a little bit. We'll see. I think Damian Williams, I like him right about where he's going. I consider him a lot right in that second tier of Gurley, Cook, Chubb, Damian Williams. I think that's right where he belongs. There's a big drop off from Damian Williams to Marion. I don't catch the ball. Mac, Leo, I'm always hurt. Devontae, I've been burned by you so many times. No way. Derrick Henry, I get all my points in 3 games. I love Aaron Jones, and Kerryon Johnson is really solid, right? So there's a big drop off after Damian Williams. I think this next group of players here are all kind of skips for me. So that's a bit of a breakdown on what's headed on in the news. Check out the description. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. Later on.